Hey everybody, it's Kim again, and thank you for joining me for my Togetherness Tuesday. As you can see, today I am at the pool, and yeah, it's about 9 o'clock in the morning here. I've already done about a half-hour swim, which is leading me to what I'm talking to you about today. And I know that you're probably it's already January 3rd, you're probably already really tired of hearing about New Year's resolutions, but I'm going to be talking to you about bringing in the new year and what we should be thinking about. And obviously, Bob and I, we joined the Y just recently, and we're trying to take care of a part of our lives that we probably really haven't been taken care of very well, and that's our physical health. And so Bob is in using the equipment, and I went for a swim. I swam for about a half hour this morning. It felt really good. Right now you can see there's a class going on behind me. They don't even know they're being videotaped, so shh, we don't want to tell them that. So we're going to be talking about, like I said, Bob and I are trying to think about our physical health a little bit more. And really, when you're looking at your vision for your entire year, you want to be looking at more than just one area of your life. And that's what so many people do. They make a New Year's resolution and they say, okay, I'm going to lose weight this year, or I am going to, make a little bit more money this year. And they focus on one area. But really, in order for our new year to be really successful, we've got to really think about all areas of our life, right? So we can think about the money and our business and what we need to be doing. I know I have great plans for my business this year. We have great things coming up for this year, so it's going to be great. I know it's absolutely going to be great. But we have to have goals. We have to decide what we're going to try and accomplish, and what's our business plan. So we have to have a vision for that and a plan for that. And what about our spiritual health? What are we doing to help our lives spiritually? Are we looking into new ways of gaining our connection to the universe, or to God, or to whatever it is that you follow? So I would encourage you to do more of that, to pay more attention to who your connections are with and who you're spending your time with, and really try and make that connection to your spiritual source. And then what about our mental health? We really got to think about that. So one of the big things I would like everybody to try and do this year is to really let go of the frustrations that have been really bogging you down. If there are some really toxic people in your life, try and let go of that toxicity. So I don't know if you meditate. Meditate's a really good way to try and do that. So with every breath you take in when you're meditating, you're grounding yourself, and every breath you let out, I want you to let go. So let go of those things that are bogging you down this year and are causing you some toxicity. And last but not least, and of course this is my favorite topic, is to really think about where your relationship is this year. So what is it that you want next for your relationship? So maybe you are struggling. This morning when I got in the pool, I haven't been in there in a while, and I did those first couple of laps, and I was huffing and a puffing. I was like, I am really out of shape. I haven't been keeping up with this. I was swimming in the summer in our pool, but we don't heat their pool during the winter months, and so it's pretty cold because it gets cold during the night. So the Y pool here is heated. So I found a way to get started again, but like I said, it was really tough this morning. I was really struggling. And a lot of you in your relationships, you're the same way. You're really at a point where you're struggling and you're like, we don't even know what to do next. But, I'm going to keep coming to the pool, and I'm going to keep trying. And it's one step at a time, and it's one little thing at a time. And if I find one stroke doesn't work really well for me, I switch up to another one. But it's knowing the skills. It's knowing what to do so that I don't drown in the pool, right? So we don't want our relationships to drown. So we want to take it easy at first. But maybe you're doing really well. Maybe you're like one of these, long distance swimmers. So are you going to stop? Are you going to stop swimming because you already got it right? No, you're not going to stop. You're going to think about what's next. How can I push myself further? How can I make it better? So in your relationship, what's next for you? What do you want to do to make it juicier, to make it better, to renew that connection that you have with each other? So I want you to really think about all of these things as a vision for your new year. So in that vision, we want to include everything. We want to include our financial health, our mental health, our physical health, and of course, our relationship health. So that can include your spouse, your partner. It can include your family members, anybody that you want to have a very deep connection with this year. I want you to really make that effort to do that and include that in your entire vision for the year. So I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to continue to work on this. Hopefully you all will kind of see my progress as I go forward. I'm going to lose a little bit of this stuff here, maybe, and we will move forward with the business. Like I said, we have a lot of great things planned. So I'm going to leave you with that. I want you to really, really sit down, plan out your vision for the year, and if you're having any problems with your relationship, reach out to someone for help. It may not be me. You may have some other person that you turn to for your relationship health. You may have a pastor or a minister. You might have a friend. You might have a therapist. But, if you don't have any of those things, and maybe even if you do, relationship coaching is kind of a really different way of handling things. And we have a lot of great ideas and skills. So reach out to us. I'd love to hear from you. Until then, bye-bye.